in.
Hi, so many questions with USC and UCLA coming on board. Can you tell us the target that you're looking for that media rights contract as far as the total value? And also, will USC and UCLA get a full share of conference revenue distribution right off the bat, or will they have to kind of ramp up to get there?
Yeah, so the target that we're looking for, we're still working through that. I don't want to guess what that would be. I know we'll reach that decision here pretty quickly. But as I said, even regardless of the size of the deal, the thing I'm most excited about during these negotiations have been the creativity of what we're going to be able to deliver to our fans and to our student athletes and to our families. So, when you think an opportunity to be able to deliver content, and then I always talk about my focus every day is to make sure we deliver content to our fans from age 5 to 105, because people consume content differently. We have nearly 7 million alumni around the world. And so I'm very conscientious from these media partners standpoint, not to focus on the money, although that we'll be blessed financially, but of how we can deliver content in a way that has never been delivered in college athletics ever before, which is critically, important from that standpoint. And yes, USC and UCLA will come in as full members. We think that's important for various reasons. They bring a lot of value to our relationship. They bring a lot of panache to our relationship, and we look forward to welcoming them into the Big Ten family here in 2024. There's a lot of work to be done between now and then. Thank you for your question.
Over here. Hi, Kevin. Lane Higgins from the Wall Street Journal.
Hi, Lane.
I wanted to ask you about your thoughts on playoff expansion, given that we are in an environment where the college football conferences are maybe changing, and obviously you had very strong opinions on the last iteration that did not go through. So what sort of model would you like to see in regard to automatic qualifiers or the Big Ten's role in that kind of system?
Yeah, Lane, thank you for your question. And I'm 100% supportive of college football playoff expansion. I'm excited that we now will have some new members in the room who will have very creative ideas. Even in the Big Ten Conference, our new presidential representative will be Dr. Christina Johnson, the president at The Ohio State University, who she was a student athlete herself at Stanford. She's a businesswoman, has over 100 patents from a business standpoint, incredible leader. So to be able to get her ideas as far as what format is best, I'm looking forward to working with her. And then we have a new commissioner, Brett Yormark, in the Big 12 Conference, who's replacing Bob Bowlesby. And, Brett is a marketing wizard, very innovative. And so I'm excited. We have meetings coming up in September and October to be able to talk about these issues. I'm 100% supportive for college football playoff expansion. What is that right number? We'll figure it out. I'm confident we will get college football playoff expansion resolved. I still feel strongly that we need to open it up to have multiple media partners that we need to have from a college football playoff standpoint. We need to take a holistic view. We need to make sure we protect some of the critical bowl relationships. And so as we work through all these, whether it's automatic qualifier, whatever the case may be, I'm confident as we get these new individuals in the room, get these issues on the table, that we'll be able to reach some resolution. And again, make sure we ask ourselves the right questions for the right reasons at the right time for our student athletes and our fans. But I look forward to the day that we can expand the college football playoff, and I'm confident that it will happen. Thank you, Lane.
Over here on the right.
Hey, Kevin. Tom Bruce, Sports Illustrated, Indiana.
Hi, Tom.
It's been about a year now since you've established some committees that have dealt with mental health issues for student athletes and such. Two-part question. One, how do you feel all of that has gone so far? And two, have you done enough as a conference, you think, to spread the message and the word, not only to the student athletes who need help, but others around them as well, family members and such?
Tom, thank you for raising that question. Mental health is top of mind for me. I think we've done a really good job of bringing visibility to mental health and wellness, and it's something I'm passionate about. We've had some conversations, internally. We have a committee. We have amplified the committee. We've provided the Call app to all of our student athletes, coaches, administrators in the Big Ten Conference. The number of active sessions are really incredible when you see the numbers. But it's a concern of mine. We've done a lot, but this is something I think about every single day, Tom, that we can do even more. It's an issue in our country. I'm so concerned about the mental health and wellness for our young people on our campuses, especially our student athletes. It's challenging to be a student athlete in this environment between social media and the physical demands, the academic demands. So I feel that we've had a good start. We've done a good job, but there's so much more that we can do. But we're working on it every single day to amplify and bring awareness to this issue. And so I look forward to making sure that we continually be the change agent in college athletics to move the dial in the right direction. So thank you for raising that question on a very, very important subject.
Just so you know, I'm keeping a mental track of where the questions are. We're going in order here. We're going to go right here.
Hi, Kevin. Doug Maurice with Cleveland.com.
Yes, Doug, good seeing you again.
Good to see you. You guys are making a bunch of money, and you're going to start making even more money. As you increase your revenue, how much are you anticipating and preparing for the day when you will directly share that revenue with players? And are you willing to talk to players at this point about that idea and start maybe pushing that forward?
Yeah, one of the reasons why we're forming our Student Athlete Advisory and Advocacy Committee is just to be able to have discussions not only about money, but about environment. You know, I'm fortunate because Greta and I are the parents of two former college student athletes, but one current student athlete. So a lot of the discussions that we're blessed to have around the dinner table center around what we can do to make sure that we're creating the best college athletic experience for our student athletes. So I've already started some dialogue with our student athletes. We're going to amplify that committee here quickly. I want to hear it from them. I want to be a great listener to figure out what is important to them. It's so easy to talk about the money and share money, but what does that really mean? And I just want to make sure that I listen and learn and to be able to have big ears and a small mouth to truly understand what's important to them. And that's going to be one of the topical areas when we have our first Parents Council meeting here coming up later this year, next month in August. I think it's actually next week. And so thank you for raising that question. It's a topic I think about on a daily basis. And I look forward for the Big Ten Conference to be bold and a leader in that area as we work through what's right for our student athletes.